It's often said that you can tell a lot about a man by the things he does and doesn't do. This is especially true when it comes to distinguishing between high-value men and low-value men. According to research, there are 12 key things that high-value men never do, while low-value men always do. And not knowing the difference can be costly, both in terms of your relationships with women and your success in life in general. So, if you really want to learn how to become a high-value man and make women want you more, then make sure to watch the information in this video with great attention. If you are new here, this channel is all about teaching you how to become the best version of yourself and how to attract the women you really want in your life. So make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. Let's start. Number 12. They're not good guys. Don't get this wrong, being a good guy is not a bad thing. But if you want to be a high-value man, then you need to stop being such a good guy all the time. What do we mean by this? Well, being a good guy means that you are always trying to please others and put their needs above your own. You are always putting yourself in a position where you are trying to help others, even if it means that you will be taken advantage of. You see, high-value men are not good guys. In other words, they set their own rules and live by them. They don't try to please everyone, and they don't put others above themselves. Instead, they do what they want when they want, and they don't apologize for it. As long as they are not harming anyone, they see no reason to change their behavior just to make someone else happy. Number 11. They are not needy or codependent. When you are needy, you are always looking for others to validate you and make you feel good about yourself. You need constant reassurance that you are valuable, and you are always looking for others to give it to you. This is the opposite of being self-sufficient, and it's a major turn-off for women because it makes you seem weak and insecure. Women are attracted to men who are strong and independent. They want a man who is confident enough to stand on his own 2 feet and doesn't need anyone else to prop him up. Number 10. They never settle for less than they deserve. Sometimes, in order to get what we want, we have to settle for less than we deserve. But high-value men never do this. They know their own worth, and they are never willing to accept anything less than they deserve. They would rather be alone than settle for something that is not good enough for them. This doesn't mean that high-value men never compromise. In any relationship, there will always be some give and take. But the key difference is that high-value men only compromise on things that are not deal breakers for them. Low-value men, on the other hand, are always willing to accept less than they deserve. They settle for jobs they hate and relationships that are not fulfilling, and they generally just accept whatever life throws their way. Number 9. They don't seek people's approval. Ask yourself this: when you decide to do something, are you more concerned with whether or not other people approve of it, or whether or not it's something that you really want to do? If you're like most people, then you're probably more concerned with seeking other people's approval. But high-value men don't operate this way. They don't make decisions based on what other people think. Instead, they make decisions based on what they want and what they think is best for them. They don't care if other people approve of their choices, and as a result, they tend to be much happier and more fulfilled than low-value men. Number 8. They never beg for attention. Whether it's in a relationship or in their social life, high-value men never beg for attention. They don't try to make themselves the center of attention all the time, and they don't go out of their way to seek validation from others. Instead, they are content with being in the background and letting their actions speak for themselves. Low-value men, on the other hand, are always trying to get attention. They feel the need to be the life of the party, and they are always seeking validation from others. Number 7. They never blame others for their problems. When you make a mistake or things don't go your way, who do you tend to blame? If you're like most people, then you probably blame other people or outside circumstances. But high-value men never do this. They take responsibility for their own actions, and they accept the consequences of their choices. They know that they are the masters of their own destinies, and they never make excuses or try to shift the blame onto someone else. Low-value men, on the other hand, are always looking for someone else to blame when things go wrong. They will make excuses and try to shift the responsibility onto someone else. Number 6. They never put their happiness in someone else's hands. Many guys nowadays make the mistake of thinking that their happiness is entirely dependent on their relationship status. They think that they need to be in a relationship in order to be happy, and as a result, they often put their happiness in someone else's hands. But this is not the case for high-value men. They know that they are responsible for their own happiness, and they never put their happiness in someone else's hands. If you think about it, it makes sense. If you're waiting for someone else to make you happy, then you're giving them a lot of power over your life. But if you're responsible for your own happiness, then you are in control of your own life. Number 5. They don't try to change or fix people. When it comes to relationships, high-value men never try to change or fix people. They know that everyone has their own flaws and imperfections, and they accept people for who they are. Low-value men, on the other hand, are always trying to change or fix their partners. They think that they can change them into the perfect partner, and as a result, they often end up in relationships that are full of conflict. Number 4. They never let fear control them. Fear is something we all have to deal with, but high-value men never let fear control them. It's not like they don't feel fear, but they don't let it stop them from doing what they want to do. They know that fear is just a natural emotion, and they don't let it hold them back from living their lives to the fullest. Low-value men, on the other hand, often let fear control them. They allow fear to dictate their choices and their actions, and as a result, they often miss out on opportunities and experiences. Number 3. They're not controlling or manipulative. Putting on a fake persona or manipulating people is something that high-value men would never do. They know that it's better to be genuine and authentic, and they would never try to control or manipulate someone else. Low-value men, on the other hand, often try to control or manipulate people. They try their best to pretend to be someone they're not, and as a result, they often end up in relationships that are based on lies and deception. Doing this is not only dishonest, but it's also a surefire way to attract the wrong kind of people into your life. Number 2. They are never jealous or possessive. This is a big one. Let's do a quick test here. When you see someone succeed or achieve something great, do you feel happy for them? Or do you feel jealous and resentful? If you're like most people, then you probably feel at least a little bit of jealousy when you see others succeed. But high-value men don't feel jealous or resentful when they see someone else succeed. In fact, they wish others around them nothing but the best. They're happy when they see others achieve their goals, and they don't feel the need to put others down in order to feel good about themselves. Low-value men, on the other hand, often feel jealous and resentful when they see someone else succeed. They think that there is only a limited amount of success and happiness in the world, and as a result, they feel like they have to put others down in order to feel good about themselves. Not only is this an unattractive quality, but it's also a surefire way to push people away. Number 1. They never play games or send mixed signals. Let's face it, we've all played games at one point or another. Maybe to get someone's attention or to make ourselves feel better. But to become a high-value man, you need to stop playing games. You need to be genuine, honest, and direct. And you also need to be aware of the games that others might be playing. Low-value men are often the ones who get played by others because they're not paying attention to the games that are being played around them. Conclusion. As you can see, there are a lot of things that high-value men never do. And if you want to join the ranks of high-value men, then you need to avoid these things at all costs. If you can relate to many of the traits mentioned in this video, don't worry, it's not too late to change. Simply make a conscious effort to avoid these things from now on, and you'll slowly but surely become the high-value man that you've always wanted to be. Now, you need to watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. It will show you why high-value men ignore women in order to make them want them even more. Make sure to watch it now. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.